right. Hey everybody, Mark Holcomb with Chase and Feathers Fly Company. Today we're going to be tying the Log Jam Probe. This is a very effective fly for around those nice log jams where those big browns and rainbows like to hide at. It's a very simple and effective fly that is easy to tie and it's easy to throw. We're tying today on a size 8 streamer, 3/16 tungsten bead, and you're going to want some black pine squirrel, a little bit of red crystal braid, some crystal flash, and some purple dubbing. So let's get ready and we'll work you through the steps. So this was a fly that was designed by my very good friend Mike Beachy here. He's a local fly tyer. Basically he's my mentor in fly tying and fly fishing. So this is something that he's worked on over for a while. I couldn't tell you exactly how long because he's pretty secretive like most fishermen are. But he did show us how to tie this beautiful fly right here. And it is an extremely effective fly. It'll get down deep and fast and in those real deep holes all around those log jams. All right, so let's start by laying down a nice thread base. I'm using 6/0 Semperfli waxed thread. And you're just going to run that back pretty much down the entire shaft. Now you don't have to go very far. What I like to do is I go right to the hook point. And that's about right there. Get rid of our tag end. A couple more wraps. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to put in our red crystal braid here, okay? Tie it in on the side closest to you. Get it nice and tight. And go ahead and run your thread all the way back up to the bead. And then we're just going to wrap this up. It does not have to be super pretty. What it's there for is just to grab some attention. And we all know trout get attracted to that red. So just run it all the way up there, right up behind the bead. And let's lock her in. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of that. All right, so now I've already pre-cut and measured my pine squirrel. And what you want to do, just take a look. It's going to attach in right here behind the bead head, okay? And all we're going to do is we're just going to tie in the very tip part right here, okay? You want this nice and free so it's moving around, making a lot of motion, letting them fishy see. So go ahead and take a nice little loose wrap there, grab it, making sure everything's staying right on top of the shank of the hook. And then go ahead and lock her in real tight with a few wraps. If it gets a little twisted, it's all right. It will add just a little bit more motion. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to add our crystal flash. And what I use is 4 strands here. We'll wrap that up. You want to try to make them even, but you don't always have to be perfect. Go ahead and just lock that down right there on the top. Splay them out a little bit. Set them out. Make sure you got a nice even amount going down either side. Just like so. And then we're going to lock those in. Okay. So then you want to try to keep those back as far away from everything here because we are going to be twisting this up here in just a second. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to create our dubbing loop. Take that dubbing loop, create your loop, go around it a couple times. Go ahead and lock her in, get it out of the way. And then I like to go ahead and put a half hitch in here. We're going to save all of our work that we're doing. All right, go ahead and grab your spinning tool. Throw a little bit of wax on it here. Even though the line's already waxed, I always like to throw just a little bit more on there. And then you're going to take your dubbing. Just lay it on there. You don't want it too tightly packed on because we're going to spin it up and it's going to get it nice and tight for us anyways. Go maybe a little bit more. And don't let it spin on you like I just did there. There we go. All right. All right, let's spin her up. Nice tight there. There you go. All right, take your dubbing brush, brush it out a little bit. Okay. Now, if you have a rotary device on your vise here, go ahead and use it at this point. And you're going to spin it right up on there. Go ahead. As you need to, just push it back a little bit. There we go, I like that. Just enough, less is more here. All right, so we'll lock that in. Take a couple loops here. Let's get rid of that. And guys, we are just about done. This is a quick and easy one here. So take a few more wraps. Make sure everything's nice and locked in there. All right. Now, all it's up to do, whip it, and then we'll trim our crystal flash up, and we'll be all set. A couple more just for good luck there. Now, if you want to, you can throw a little head cement on there. I don't usually because I do whip quite a bit there. And then just take that crystal flash. I'm just going to trim it just right around the length of that tail. If it's a little shorter, that's quite all right. But all this is for is just to grab their attention. And there we go, guys. Log Jam Probe, developed by Mike Beachy here in Indiana. He worked on it on the Little Elkhart, where we have browns and surprisingly a very healthy population. So give it a try, you guys. Simple and easy. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.